Hello everyone. I want to just make this video because I feel like this will help me own aspects of myself that I've been denying for a very long time. I am a witch, and there are some things that I am drawn to that I have pushed away because society frowns upon it, but no more. I have been drawn to do animal sacrifices. I feel very drawn to getting into the primal animalistic aspects. I feel like it has to do, like, for example, I know rituals from my past lives, and a lot of these rituals have animal sacrifices or to using parts of an animal. Um, like a, I would use a snake, and while the snake is alive, I would stab and then over the fire, or I drain the blood and put it in like a big cup, right? And then I would take that blood and maybe do uh, symbols that I want to place around the property or like on the trees. And basically, the snake represents transformation, right? The shedding of old skins, but it also can also be used to, you're a snake, you're a thief, you're a snake, you're deceitful, and I could use it to make sigils to ward off deceit, to ward off snake-like people, to ward off reptilians and such, and or draconians, and they take the body of the snake and put the entrails into the fire, and it has to be a big fire, like a big fire, right? And so I throw it into the fire, and I maybe ask that the Medusa and her three sisters, the three Gorgons, and that they petrify fear to my enemies, that they petrify my enemies, both seen and unseen, that no one can hurt me, that I will petrify them with fear, that I will make sure that they know that I cannot be messed with. You know what I'm saying? So that's stuff that I could do. Or if I'm wanting to do illusion magic, or Sleipnir or Loki, like that's all that energy. So like it could be used to sever the snake of chaos, like Apophis in Egyptian mythology. Um, or like, for example, I could slaughter an ox and burn the entrails, take the entrails out. Of course, I wouldn't just like murder an animal just because. I'd only take what I would need and then bury the rest in a very proper ritual. I always give thanks to whatever food I'm eating. I always like honor the plants. I honor the animals, and I feel like that's why I'm having this huge calling to get into this practice, and I will be getting into this practice when I'm on this property of mine, and I really feel like this will really connect me not only in a shamanic way but also to the African aspect. I've always had a really strong calling to learn about hoodoo and voodoo, and I will be looking. And when the time comes, I will go and I will find a teacher. I know that a teacher will present itself when the student is ready. And I'm not ready yet. I want to make sure my property is safe and everything's good and I have things implemented before I I do it. Before I go and look for a teacher. I want to make sure my house is good, everything's set up, and that way I can invite my teacher here and he could teach me whilst living in my home. So that's that. Okay. um da, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. So yeah, I just wanted to declare to you guys. I know people might think, "Oh, animal sacrifice, that's so horrible." Mind you, our ancestors used to kill oxes and stuff as sacrificial offerings to their gods and goddesses. Whether it be Yahweh to Greek, Roman, um, Egyptian, whatever. You know, you burned your offerings, made burnt what they call burnt offerings. And so, in a sense, I am going back really deep into that Greek, Roman, and African tradition. And of course, you know, I truly believe it's a strong calling. And people might consider it dark magic or black magic. No, it is a way of like life, and I don't ever take what I don't need. I might say, oh, I might go like, okay, say if I kill a deer, right? Now, mind you, I would not offer this deer to the damn to the not damn to the goddess Artemis or Diana, because then they shoot me dead. I mean, straight up, I'm sure they would be pissed off as motherfucker. I might go and maybe like burn this and burn the meat, the venison, and be like, oh, great god, Odin and Freya, watch over me. Like that would work, but no, I would never like do. Now there are certain things like I might do a stew. Like that's also interesting. So like I could do stews and things like that. And I actually want to. Um, I'm going to forge. That's why I need to dig a pit so I can forge a iron with iron. Um, this cauldron, this big deep cauldron, and I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely going to do it. There's a lot of stuff that I got to do before I'm ready to do animalistic sacrifices. It is a calling. It is a, an ancestral thing. I feel it, and I cannot deny myself any longer. I used to shy away, but I'm coming to a point where it's like this is part of who I am. I must own this. And I know that I'm very powerful, and I think this will help me step into my power and help me feel confident in standing up to my enemies too. Um but that's what I wanted to say. I know that you may not like what I said, and if you do not approve of it, you could definitely leave my channel. There are no hard feelings. I am who I am, and I will not deny who I am anymore. And I also believe that this will help me mentally as well because I have a dark side, shall we say, a dark side that I feel like it will help me release a lot of anger and frustration. And it's like I feel whenever I've took a knife and I've stabbed something over it, and I felt release. I definitely felt a lot of release. So I feel like smashing stuff also helps me release a lot of anger and a lot of like pain and suffering and people. Of course, I can't smash public property or anything like that, but it'd be a good way to really um, it'd be a really good way to help me release. So yeah. I just saw something. Hey, who are you? What you doing over there? Nothing? Okay, just was like I saw you, was like, what's up? Like, what's up? How you doing? Doing good? All right. No. Peace and love, bro. Oh, I swear to God, like I just saw something like shimmer and move, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like it was like, shit, like oh shit, he saw me. And I was like, how you doing? And it's like, I'm doing fine. It was just that was interesting. But yeah, I personally feel this calling. I feel like it is a part of who I am I feel like it's part of who I'm going to become. I feel like this also leads into preparing me to be the priestess and the oracle of the gods and goddesses, especially of the Greek pantheon. I truly believe that because I feel like as I get in tune with these burnt offerings and in doing like shamanic journey work, I feel like it's going to help me with communion and connecting with the ancient magic and really tapping into that ancient magic. It is who I am, and I feel like people might think because I do animal sacrifices that I'm evil. 100% I'm going to tell you that is not true. I only take what I need. I do not take what when it comes to nature, I only get what I need. I am not greedy. I know for a fact if I ever became greedy, the fairies would march into my garden and fucking make anything and everything go to shits. They would march into my home and cause havoc. Like, I know not to disrespect nature. You know, I would allow the gods and goddesses to send things to me if like, oh, I want to do this, but I don't want to take anything from nature. Let it come to me in whatever form, and boom, it'll come, do. So that's that. And um so yeah, that's that. And that's all I really wanted to say. I know that I feel like this leads into the Hades energy, especially, and I feel that I know the power behind I know what this is. I know what I'm getting into, and I know what I must do to prepare. And so it's not like I'm stepping in blindfolded. It's not. Um, yeah. So, and what I do plan to do is before I even start doing the burnt offerings, I plan to what I kind of envision for the center of the property. I want to inlay the pit with iron, and then I was gonna make a iron pot, like a big cast iron pot, and then take a trench, and around the trench, I was gonna put salts, different crystals and stuff that are for protection and grounding in that energy, and like black tourmaline, obsidian, maybe some slag crystals, and things like that. Um, and pour iron over it, and then basically while we're sitting in, well, like basically I'll have a band on the outmost side of the outmost side of the forge, right? I mean, of the outside of the circle, and then I'll have enough space where I'll have maybe some wooden stumps or some chairs that are sitting out in a circle, because this will be a place of gathering for not just me, but if people wanted to come to do rituals on my property, not rituals, but ayahuasca journeys or medicines and such. And I do plan to have a sanctuary in one corner of the property that is going to be my thing. It will be, I'll, when that's ready, I'm going to have my own journeys, and I'm going to have all these different sections, different gods and goddesses, Mayan, Aztec, it's like all of them. And it's going to be like such I can see it now, and it's like, just super excited. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna keep holding on to that excitement, and it's going to happen. It's like I can see it, and that's the thing about it is, if you don't see what it is you're going to manifest, and if you're not excited about it, you're not going to create that. If you're not excited for what you're about to create, that excitement is like, oh, I can't wait to get there. So your body, your brain is like, oh wait, we're gonna get there. Like we're going to get there. So it's like training it that we are getting there. And that's why I always talk about it, because I want to stay excited. I want to stay high vibrational and super like, oh, we are going to do this. No ifs, ands, or buts. We are going to do this. And that's truly um, the truth, you know? So I know it's going to happen. I actually had dreams where I had seen me putting in the foundation work, and the only problem is that we had an auger issue with the auger drill. So I think what I'll need to do is rent out an auger like drill for that, you know. But I don't know where. I got to look up where that is, where to do all that stuff. Um. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Um. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. 18, 19, 20. 20 feet long. 17, 18, 19, 20. I want to get 24 though, because 24 is number 6. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud for a minute. But yeah, so I know that people may feel like where I'm getting into this and like, oh no, stay away from the devil. But I know what I'm getting into, and it's part of who I am as a witch. I feel like this is part of me learning how to be one, not just with the animals, but with the plants. And it's like it's hard to explain what I cannot really explain to you what it is I'm feeling. It's a calling, and I must answer this calling to see where it leads me. And I'm not gonna go in unarmed, unprotected. So know that I'm gonna be safe on this journey. I love you guys, and I'm going to head off live stream now. Remember, you're powerful shamans, warriors, healers, you're all that in a bag of chips. Magical blessings to all of you. Kisses, hugs, and loves to all of you beautiful souls out there. Blessings. Until next time.